as I look over at everyone else, knowing that we have to climb a wall or get through a wall.
You're in luck. I do have 2 potions of climbing today.
How much are they?
200 gold apiece.
Oh.
Your boy is broke.
What?
Can I sell
Quite
you
a
a
deal
dog?
if you think about it.
Is it?
It's the best in town.
I can't argue that.
Hello and welcome to Funky Quest. This is Funky Games Online Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign playing Dungeons of Drakkenheim. My name is Dan, aka Dandy Dungeon Master, aka the Big DM, the biggest. And I'll be running tonight's game. I'm joined by the rest of the Funky roster. Introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Hey, Smashbox here. I'm gonna be playing Farron, the Asamar Way of Mercy monk. Not terribly too much change from last time, and hopefully we'll find a way in the inner city.
And I am Isendale, aka Danielus, with my trusty steed Barkus, and I am a half-elf ranger. Ow, ow!
And I am Bulk, playing the artificer armor turtle. Whatever the stat is. But everybody needs to know that Danielus canceled his ice cream and roller skating social to be here tonight. And that's why you have to like and subscribe. And check out the Funky store. Because next time Danielus has plans on a Friday night, he needs to be wearing the Funky merch. You can find that at Funky store. That ice cream roller skating social is going to be the greatest because you have Funky merch at Funky.store. You check
I had to put up my Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Right.
Oh
exactly.
my god.
Our shirts and sweaters go great with Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like you gotta check them out.
Coming soon to the Funky.store. Hoochie shorts.
Yeah.
Hoochie shorts.
I can't co-sign that, but I can co-sign a group roller skating outing. That would be quite fun. That'd be quite fun.
If they want to see comical videos of people falling, I'm your guy.
Indeed. And if they want to see comical League of Legends teams, they can look at Steven's hat. Anyway, moving on. So let's start off with our recap of the kill counter. In one of the coolest moments of last session, Farron went Super Saiyan and was like absolutely blowing people away. He has a very healthy lead. He's at 43 kills. Danielus back of the pack at 25. And Bulk is catching up. I'm sorry, not back of the pack.
Yeah, I was about to say,
what an upset.
Daniel's behind him in 25, and Bulk is catching up rapidly though at 17. He had I think he killed like 6 or 7 things in that.
I had a hero moment explosive. Blasted Farron.
Yeah, right. So included me with.
Indeed. My other favorite moment. Yeah, my other favorite moment was you guys deliberately staying, because I had a feeling it was going to happen, deliberately staying in that encounter to save the kids. And then as soon as the encounter started, you guys were like, fuck those kids. And they just died.
They made a terrible choice.
Yeah, and then you went to Mel, and then you went to Mel and got mad about it. Like, what the
We got mad at who puts kids in those environments?
My grapple hook play wasn't a highlight. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
I don't think we can call it a grapple hook anymore. I think it's just like a pocket shot. Like, I don't know what this is.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll see what Danielus chooses to do when the going gets tough. Will he just grapple hook someone at fucking point blank range again?
Always.
So shall we get into the recap and move on?
Hell yeah.
All right. When we last left our adventurers, the party had just broken up an altercation between Silver Order knights and teens from Emberwood Village. As the knights retreated, the area was set upon by contaminated humanoid figures. Foregoing a chance at escape, the party decided to stay and save the teens, leaping into battle. And almost as if there were 2 weeks in between these moments, they instantly ignore the teens and fight to save themselves. Farron, empowered after receiving Lucretia's blessing, dashes about the battlefield with fire and fury, slaying foe after foe. while Danielis and Bulk flail about. Barkless. It's really hard to say Danielis and Barkus back to back. Barkus falls in battle twice, and Danielis grapple hooks at point blank range before Bulk eliminates all enemies in a concussive blast. A very cool moment. Upon arriving in Emberwood, Farron is contacted by River through mental communication. She urges action on Oscar Yoren and requests the party to meet her at the Eckerman Mill. They also inform her of a purchase they need to make on behalf of Blackjack Mel and the so far unexplored Delirium Mine. The party enters the Gilded Lily to attend open mic night and quickly run into Mel, enjoying the evening. They bring Mel up to speed with their recent encounters, including with the knights and the teens in the outskirts, and nearly jeopardize the relationship over Charlie Chatterbox, who they had just abandoned to her horrific death. Mel informs them of a smuggler's tunnel underneath the Black Ivory Inn that he uncovered that could lead them inside the city walls. As the show began, a nerdy little halfling hooded lantern gave a mad boring report on lantern activities. A hooded lantern captain named Ansem Lang brushes by the party as they leave and has an uneasy encounter with Blackjack Mel. Bulk has another disastrous performance at open mic night, and the boys decide to call it a night and return to their rented home. Farron leaves and sneaks up to the village chapel to speak with his sister Anya. She reports the relics, including the Scepter of St. Vitruvio, are instrumental to the Silver Order's activities in Drakkenheim. Not only that, but the High Flamekeeper suspects Farron and most notably their former friend, Diedrich Steelbelly, are responsible for the death of the fallen knight, Sir Landry, and of pillaging the chapel. Farron gaslights her into believing he had nothing to do with it, and also learns the knights plan to burn their way through the village to St. Vitruvio's Cathedral once they arrive. Excuse me, not Emberwood Village. They were basically going to burn a path straight to the cathedral. Not
Through
including Emberwood Village. No, not through Emberwood Village.
Okay.
There's many, many miles. Basically, they're going to pick a place on the map and burn their way straight through the cathedral, is what she said. They exchange love, and Farron returns home with a traditional monk's gi from Anya, which, if you don't have that,
I think I do have it.
quips and all that good stuff. So that takes us, that's pretty much where we left off. Do you guys want to talk before you do your long rest? Do you want to talk after, or what do you want to do?
Let's talk.
Basically,
after
it's
the long
the
rest.
nighttime. Okay. So Farron gets back, and you guys just hit the hay.
Crash.
Okay. Sounds
I'm
good.
sleepy.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and take your long rest, everyone. And no
What?
one has contamination right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I should be good.
Cool.
I am also good.
Yeah, so everyone took their long rest, all that?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, sweet. And just a note that Danielis, your aid, the effect of your aid spell would have gone away now. So everybody, if they had max HP modifiers on, to take those off. So you should have like 44, I think, for Danielis, 43 for Bulk, something like that, HP.
Wait, Danielis has more health than me?
Yeah, he does. And so
That's
does
crazy.
Danielis.
Great.
Well, with the way
Yeah.
that I was getting onslaughted, I needed that extra HP.
Jeez Louise. This guy is
So-
okay.
You all go to sleep that night, and you wake up in the morning, day 8 of your adventures in Drakkenheim. Time is flying by. So you all wake up in your rented home. Take it away. What's the plan? What's the scene? Who
So,
wakes up first?
well, Bulk,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
up.
Bulk never sleeps.
So
I'm
I'm just
stupid.
going to be making my like poor man's coffee. It's like this really low grade stuff, but that hits the spot. So while I'm just having my morning coffee, I want to bring up about our choice, whether we go through, what was it, like where they could steal some of our if we go through with an escort, they'll take some tax of what we bring back.
Hooded lanterns.
I believe it was the hooded lantern.
Yeah. So do you think we should do the hooded lanterns or battle the monster?
In character, out of character.
In character.
In character, please.
I just took my sip of coffee.
Okay.
I was thinking, I forget, we had a conversation with I can't recall her name. Sorry, it's really early. About the taxation with items that don't have a monetary value or like family relics. I think the only thing they would tax us on are maybe the delirium and gold or
That's
things
what
we
they
would find.
say, but who's to say we get through there and they might see my amulet and be like, "We want that." I don't think
Who's
it's worth the risk because we'd have to
who's
kill them all.
who's to say it was never worn around your neck underneath your armor this whole time?
I do
That's true.
believe
That's
they
true.
said that they would check. I
Yeah.
think more
Are they going to give us a
importantly,
body search?
we do have an obligation, as much as I don't wish to upheld, to exchange with the Amethyst Academy for Mel's wares and goods.
Why? And the Academy also wants us to find that sorcerer or the magician who won awry. We also haven't quite delivered on that.
Yes, we have an agreed time to meet with River. Yes.
Right,
Yeah, I say
up at
let's
the
go do
mill,
that.
which is also quite a distance. We probably need to make haste with that.
I
Should
down
we?
my coffee and slam it on
Yeah,
the counter.
should we converse? Also, while we're on the way, I'll have some stuff to discuss when I met with my sister last night, but we can get a move on first.
Yeah,
Resounding.
what's with those new robes?
It's just a gift of sorts.
Yeah, Farron, do you want to describe your new
Let's
gear?
see. I'm thinking it's like traditional kind of gi where it's a little bit more form, like kind of taut form fitting, but kind of like that rigid kind of like linen look. I'm assuming
Mhm.
sacred flame colors, especially is going to be like from the church. So I'm guessing are they like what color scheme does the flame
They're
usually
like a
go?
real gaudy, like white and gold.
Okay.
And replete with that is like flame symbology. So like you can imagine oranges and reds and stuff like that. So you can kind of
Yeah.
describe it however you.
I'm gonna totally lay into that, but like as I'm saying, like yeah, it's not really my style, but I bet after a couple fights, some sweat, some dirt, it'll look real good, real less
Mhm.
like pretentious.
And how about what you
So
can
are
do
you
with it?
gonna wear that around
And that can be
town?
out of character if you'd like.
I actually think I will probably selectively wear it around town, maybe depending on the environments. I also like I have some more stuff to discuss about whenever we get a move on, but for right now, I'll probably throw a cloak on, just kind of like cover my face,
Yeah.
because I also probably told them by this time like we're kind of wanted for
Yeah,
the death of a knight of the Silver Order, so maybe low profile.
I would agree because in that outfit around here, you're gonna get some jokes thrown at you. You're gonna draw some attention.
Why? Okay, so yeah, let's get a move on.
Okay. Where is there anything you guys need to do in the village while you're here? So yeah. Is there anything in the village you guys need to do while you're here?
No, I'm broke.
Not necessarily in the village, but I do want to make some modifications to my spec out right now. Um,
Okay. Things
I
that involve having to do them right after a long rest?
yeah, some of those things
Okay,
that
yeah,
we
this would be
require
the
to
time
do
to bring it
after a
up.
long
Yeah,
rest.
Ooh.
this would be the time to bring it up. Let's hear
Um,
it.
I, I'm going to twofold to not break immersion, but I'm going to approach Danielus and be like, "Brother
Just tell
Danielus,
me what you want to do real quick,
I'm
because sometimes you get
transferring."
a little goofy on these.
Oh my god! I'm transferring the shield, the face shield, to his bow for the mystic shot. Essentially,
Okay, so you you can change your infusions, like
correct.
literally change from one type to a different type
Right.
when you level up.
Oh, I thought it
So
was
the infusions that
every
you
long
have are
rest.
the infusions you have at level 6, you understand? And then like you can go between any of those 4
Ooh.
freely. But the 4 that you've chosen are the 4 that you have for level 6, and then you can change that list at level 7. Or excuse me, you guys are level 5. That's what I meant to say.
That's correct. We talked about this. Okay, my
Yeah, yeah,
apologies.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep, no
Never
problem, no problem.
mind.
Are
Moving
you
on. Delete the
are you
footage.
holding the infusions that you have? Or are you I mean, you can
I
still change between those 4, but
wait. Yeah, I thought I still could use my artificer infusion from the shield to that. I can
um
just have 2 infused items.
So you have 4 infusions selected right now.
Correct.
These
And
are
one
just things you learn. You can use any of those 4, up to 2 of them at a time, but you cannot change which 4 those are until you level up. So you wanted to switch to the repeating shot or something along those lines, or the magical weapon, whatever it is.
Right. Okay.
And so
Okay.
I don't
That's
believe
a
you
bit,
have that selected right now.
no, I don't. That's a bit scuffed, but moving on. Okay,
Correct.
thank you. Thank
Okay,
you,
cool.
Wizards of the Coast, and all you provide.
So I'll let you read through those. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the village while you're here?
I think I'm all right. Daniel, shouldn't you check in with your mom?
Yes, I
You guys want to
should.
buy any like potions or anything?
Didn't we hit up the panda person when we
Plump?
got in town? Plump. I wasn't sure on his name. He was kind of rude
No,
the
that
first time.
You
that was when
haven't
we left the last
been.
time.
Yeah, it was the last time you.
Oh yeah, I
left.
think when we got into town, it was late and it was
Yeah, I
closed.
probably could use a potion because I'm out of potions.
We can go check on
You
him,
can
but
go to
also
Guy for potions. So yeah, it's
I
kind of
also he
Guy
never
for
really.
potions.
Yeah, Guy would be best for potions, but also the panda may have interesting items, but he also was kind of like rubbed me the wrong way the first time we met him, and I wouldn't bet that he wouldn't try to sell us out if people are looking for us.
That's true.
So tread with
Gotta
caution.
keep a low profile. Yeah, I'm good. I mean,
If you want, you could actually never mind, you're good.
okay. I
Don't
think I'm
you
good
make
to start.
Brother Farron? Don't you make potions now?
If I have the supplies, but if you look around us, we don't have herbs anywhere that aren't contaminated, so anything I would make would just poison you.
It's good to keep an eye out for as we.
Oh, I've been trying. It's been
And
rough.
and you do remember your deal
I
with
have
Guy, right?
they deal with Guy. I believe I make potions for him.
You can go and you can pay him to basically bring forth the supplies to make your ointment.
Yeah. My moment's all right
Yeah.
right now. I have a
Yeah.
couple
Okay.
cards.
Yeah. That's just all right. So all that being said, you can. What do you guys want to do? If you just want to speed out of the village, that's fine. I just want to let you know that this is a chance to buy things.
I will
Or if you want to
buy
go talk with your mom, we can
two-
also go talk to your mom as well.
I'm gonna fast talk with Mom. We're good. We say our
Yeah.
hellos.
Yeah. She wishes you luck on your journey today and all that good stuff.
Guy Fung. I'm going to talk to him about the sound.
Okay, you want to go to Guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. What do you want to talk to him about?
Oh, it's just I'm going to give him a recap of the show, and ask for any kind of critiques going forward, and buy 2 health potions off him.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Not great. A 2.
A 2. Guy takes out his staff and conks you on the head, and he says, "You call yourself mage? You don't even know. Use guidance, you fool." Use guidance, as in your spell guidance.
Yeah.
You forget to use all the time, even on that roll.
Yeah.
That's the advice that guy gives you.
Before we leave, Farron's thinking about Plump may actually have some items of notoriety, but isn't quite sure. He's gonna use the scarf that he kind of has more of a belt.
So hold on one second.
Yeah.
So let me. Yeah, we're with Guy for a second.
I thought that was about
Yeah,
it. Never mind. I thought Guy
so it
was
sounds
like
like
just trolling him.
yeah, it sounds. I mean, that's legitimate advice. Do you accept that advice? Do you want more? What do you?
My 2 potions.
And plus, you want your potions. Yeah. Okay. Just potions of healing.
Yes.
That's 100 gold. If you would like that.
Yep, that's about what they go for, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean that is the cheapest price. So
Yeah, okay. Yep. There goes 100.
you can buy them from Aldor the Plump if you'd like.
I'll take the lump, literally, and say resounding, and take the 2 potions.
Very good. He bids you farewell. He says, try to play to your strengths more when trying to, because trying to explain these hyper magical, almost religious stupor that you have for the sound, it's a lot for mortal brains to comprehend at times. So just try to really play to your strengths. Try to be a good communicator? Question mark.
Maybe we achieve resonance.
Yes. Very good. So I assume nothing else with Guy. So you want to buy? Sounds like Farron wanted to buy some stuff from Aldor.
I was going to see what he had, but Farron, also knowing from having the conversation last night with Anya that there's kind of like a wanted sign out for him and his group, is going to actually, since they probably know the rope he has, take off the cloak, bolster the gi, take the scarf from his belt, kind of do more of like a head wrap, and then put the fox mask on and head over toward Aldor.
Disguised. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So you guys approach Aldor the Plump. You recall him.
I don't know if everyone's going. I just know just me.
Yeah,
Well,
I
is he
mean
on the way out?
we're going together.
Everyone,
We're doing
let's
the
go.
stops.
Oh, fuck, never mind. Farron takes off the disguise. He's
Yeah,
walking
I
the
mean-
store. Well, fuck this.
Okay. I mean, you guys tell me what.
I would go to Sky. I'm not even bulk anymore.
And we'll be out of town anyway. Let's just go.
Okay, fair enough. So, what would you like from Aldor the Plump?
What kind of wares do you have? We're going on an adventure, a little bit of danger. Anything perhaps to keep us safe or to kill them before they kill us?
Well, I do have all the standard potions that you might expect. I still also have the magical wares that I told you about last time. Helpful in many ways. There's the potion of climbing, and these kind of do exactly what you think they do. Potion of greater healing, potion of gaseous form, which basically turns you into gaseous form and allows you to kind of not be hit. You literally fly. Potion of clairvoyance, which I'll have to look up exactly what it does, but it's probably
It's there.
does some type of mental thing. And then of course there are the magic arrows. So yeah, I mean, if there's something in particular you guys are looking for, maybe we can kind of talk through it and see if he has it.
How many potion of climbings do you have? As I look over at everyone else, knowing that we have to climb a wall or get through a wall.
You're in luck. I do have 2 potions of climbing
2?
today.
How much are they?
200 gold apiece.
Oh.
Your boy is broke.
What?
Can I sell
Quite
you
a
a
deal
dog?
if you think about it.
Is it?
It's the best in town.
I can't argue that. We'll have to keep that in mind maybe for next time.
Planning to do some climbing, some expeditioning.
Expedition of sorts. Climbing would have made it easier, but at that cost, I'm not sure what much of a profit we could have turned.
Well, would you rather make the climb alive or
How much
good-
is the potion of gaseous form?
350 gold?
You suck.
What? We might have
Don't
to
you
do
all
some...
have money? You seem to be doing very well. New gold bracers.
Yeah, these were.
Why don't you turn in
a
the
gift.
reward for your old friend Steelbelly? And he has a
I-
wanted poster prominently displayed on his caravan.
Oh, don't worry, we would if we knew where he was.
Steel.
We haven't
belly.
seen that character, and I don't even know how long.
Of course, that's right. And he tugs on his ear, gives you a little yeah, right.
What?
Anyway,
So no
Oh.
special potions, no magic arrows. Okay.
For that, I can't.
I'm not going to twist your arm over it. I mean, you guys have money together.
True.
yeah,
Well.
someone's been hoarding all the money.
He's holding the delirium. It's
All
fine.
right,
It's
going
different.
once.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I bought
All
stuff.
right. Okay, fair enough. All right, well, Aldor bids you adieu, and you all make your way out of the village, I guess. Not
Right. I
interested
think.
in the Hooded Lanterns permit?
I think we have to head toward the mill, right? Eckerman
Correct.
Mill?
Depends.
Yeah.
So where are you guys intending to?
To
I
meet
think
River, right?
I think we had to meet Riva today.
To buy things.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you had talked about possibly getting the permit. So if you guys don't want it, that's fine.
I feel like Riva's is more pressing, while the
Okay.
permit
Yeah.
seems like
Permit will be there.
Yeah, the permit doesn't
Yeah,
change.
totally fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you guys take off on the familiar journey, the one you're very much used to by now. Yeah. Were you gonna say something? You good?
Yeah, I was going to say along the way, I'm going to explain kind of like what my sister Anya had discussed. But so there appears to be a target on our back due to steel belly, as you kind of saw with Plump. What tied with the murder of a knight of the Silver Order?
What's the fondness for the Silver Order in these
What's
parts?
the what? What's the what? The fondness? I mean, there's kind of a church in almost every town. They have a little bit of a sway kind of everywhere. And then
Yeah,
there's
there's
Many
also
churches and many followings.
true, but also, do you remember that like message about how the church was going to kind of come over and try to establish rule to kind of root out chaos and all that? Well, also they're kind of doing a slash and burn tactic to try to get to where they need to go. So they're coming in with a gusto.
So the people
As
just
churches
wait to
do.
be burned and pillaged?
I'm not quite sure exactly what the methods may be, just what I've heard. And then I kind of just basically explain what I've heard from Anya, which also in the recap, I don't think I gaslighted her. Did I actually attack the knight? I don't remember attacking the knight. I remember sort of lying to her.
Well, here's the thing.
Why?
What I mean, a lie's a lie. So Anya was basically telling you that the Silver Order, the High Flame Keeper,
Mhm.
for whatever reason, feel like you and mainly Dietrich Steelbelly, because he's the one on the wanted posters, but she knows that you two are associated because you guys came into the chapel that day when you reunited with Anya. So long story short, they suspect Dietrich. They're tying you to that, and Anya was asking you like, you don't know anything about what happened, and you definitely do. Whether or not you are the one who killed him, technically it was Barkus who killed him, by the way. But
Oh,
but the one thing you recall is that Dietrich Steelbelly screamed "Steelbelly" as four of
As
the
he normally
five
does.
knights ran away alive. So you can do with that what you will, but continue your conversation.
Okay.
By the way, actually, let me interrupt your conversation. So you guys are going to Eckerman Mill. So you realize,
Yes.
or you remember that means you have to cross that ferry. I assume you're going the same way you went last time.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I know now that we don't have to get the fair. We can just give him anything. Freaking Danielus.
You don't know that.
It's up to you. Okay, cool. So continue your conversation. Yeah.
Right. And that's most of what I've heard from her. It's a bit intense, but yeah, maybe in town we should be a bit careful. We haven't seen anything of Diedrich, which is probably the main target, but people have seen us
Yeah.
around with him. I'm surprised your mom didn't say anything. You think she would know?
she doesn't pay too much attention to the murmurs.
Hmm.
I mean, we have tried to keep our distance from Diedrich, so I don't know what people could even tie us to at this point. And a worst case scenario, we could give him Barkus.
I mean, we got the open mic night, we got perusing around town, we got the tour
Right.
guide, we got all kinds of stuff that ties us to Diedrich.
Well, at
But
the end of the
people-
day, do we succumb to the Silver Order and their tyrannical regime?
I mean, I'm not really one to be bossed around per se, but just something to keep in mind.
Well, truly, the kowtowing to a very forceful and zealous creed of the Silver Order is befuddling to
What?
me.
It seems a bit intense. A bit kind of I don't even quite know. I understand the gravity of this whole situation, but the response seems to be unprovoked and intense.
Cantankerous.
So
People don't
maybe-
even recognize our good buddy Bulk here, and I tap him on his armor back. So maybe we could tell him that they all went off. Old Bulk and Diedrich killed each other. I don't know.
I mean, it's an option.
Okay. Yeah. So you are traveling through. Why don't we go over to the map real quick, just for the sake of it?
Map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Yes. So you all, of course, beta mode for the roll 20. Here we go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So as you recall, you all come in towards the southern end of the map here, and your goal is Styx Ferry. So you have to travel through the spokes, but as we mentioned last time, pretty much this whole area behind the white line is safe for you because you guys have traveled through it so many times. You know,
Gucci gang.
it's no problem. So the ground is still sloppy and muddy from the heavy rainfall of the past few days. It is dry today, and kind of that permanent overcast feel of Drakkenheim. Your vision is still reduced. Yeah, so you're traveling on the super muddy remains of the once immaculate cobblestone that made the path of Champion's Way. Passing the desolate neighborhoods and the battles fought in it from your time traveling throughout and through your time at the Chapel of St. Brenna, which you recall as you pass. And you see now that your actions there continue to have repercussions throughout your journey. You are free from hassles and monsters. Until you reach the banks of the Duran River, which you recall is about 400 feet wide. It is a very huge river flowing to the southwest. And you make it there, and you know that there is typically a wait because he's just kind of sitting in the middle, but somehow he always seems to know when people are coming. So basically, you all are waiting at the riverbank right now.
And is
Any
there
other talking or anything you guys go through?
And that is all I know from talking to my sister.
Sure. Why don't you guys roll me a D8?
Yeah.
Eight.
4.
8, 8, 4. Wow.
The
Okay.
half.
Okay. Cool. So I will take us over to our riverbank map.
Riverbank map.
And I'm just going to put you guys kind of in here. You can switch up your order or kind of move generally, just as long as you're on the kind of the south edge of the river here. So you guys are waiting there for about 5 or 10 minutes. You can make a perception check.
Oh, 6.
So guidance is plus. Ooh, you can't do like
It's a
a roll.
D4.
It's a D4. Okay.
Yeah.
13.
I'm just gonna roll it manually.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have my D4. It's fine.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Come on.
Brother in
Come
Christ.
on, buddy.
Okay, 20. It's a dirty 20. Dirty 20, brother.
Okay, a dirty 20. A dirty 20. So Bulk, as you guys are standing around and kind of watching out over the river for Styx's ferry to appear on the river, you hear the sound of plodding kind of on the road back towards the city. Kind of sounds like a horse.
Brother,
What is that? It sounds like a horse.
No, that's me. Hold on.
What are you talking about? I hear nothing.
There's a sound of horses, I believe.
Oh, what? Well, are we waiting for the ferry, or do you want to check out this sound?
Or should we hide?
We aren't doing anything nefarious, but Farron tells us that we are in pursuit.
I don't know if they're hunting us down. They're just looking for us. Like, I don't know if they're on a trail.
The difference is minute.
All right. A few moments later.
Several moments later.
as the party deliberated
It's the Alaskan bullworm.
what might occur. You see out of the haze a retinue of Silver Order Knights. One at the front of the order is mounted on a war horse. There are 4 other knights behind him, 2 kind of having noticeably nicer armor than the other 2, and then 1 priest. The group kind of rides fairly close to you, about 15-ish feet away. And one of the men, Farron, you recognize as Sir Virgil Underwood. This is the man you spoke to when you spoke to Anya one night in the chapel.
If I recognize him, can I try to like hide my face, like turn around? So,
sure, if you'd like to.
yeah, I'm thinking so.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and make a deception check?
And he's not in guidance range, as I've learned lessons.
10.
It's up to you, sir.
Wait, is he? Oh, I guess I could.
That's just remember for next time.
Yeah,
It
I
is
was
a
in
nice
range.
little 10.
Okay. So the men approach. The man, Sir Virgil, hails you all and says, "Well, howdy, partners.
Hello, how goes it?
Well, it's been better riding through this hellhole of a city."
I understand. What are you guys doing?
Are you taking on this southern
I was
accent? Me and my boys out here were just having a ride.
Just roaming around near the water?
That's right.
With a D.
He turns to the other men, and the knight at the front, Saran, says, "That's definitely them. They were the ones that we saw with those young men when we were scouting out the smithy." And you recognize the other 5 as those same knights that you did in fact see with Charlie Chatterbox.
Rip.
Oh, so you guys were the ones that were messing with those kids.
We were being tracked and possibly about to be stabbed by those little rascals.
So you were
They
worried
shouldn't have been
about
anywhere near the city.
some 15-year-old kids?
They were the ones who were following us. We were interrogating them when you all arrived.
I see. Well,
Sir
I
Virgil
hope-
holds up his hands and says, all right now. You all settle down." And he kind of looks towards Farron and he says, why are you holding up your face like that?
It's a little bit damp, kind of terrible weather.
He hops off his horse and he walks pretty much right in front of you and says, "You look pretty familiar."
I'm not quite sure I can say the same. Have we met?
"I think so, Sir Monk."
Sir Knight? Question mark?
Listen, I don't have time for these games. I'm out here to try and help you guys.
Oh, all right.
To try and help you, Sir Monk.
What can I help you with?
Listen, the wind is blowing against you, friends. I think we ought to stop and have a little conversation before you guys find your buggy stuck in the mud.
Conversation never quite seems to hurt.
Cut the shit, young man. This ain't my first joust. You know we're looking for your friend Steelbelly.
Oh, what? We haven't seen him in a matter of X amount of days. It's been in game.
Yeah.
10.
Okay, I was like, I'm not quite sure how many in-game days it's been, but like we haven't.
It's been 8, but we haven't seen him in 10 games.
The last we saw of him, he ran off with a contaminated rat. We were more
So if you
so
find him, please send our regards. We have not seen him.
we were a party of convenience, not quite of long-lasting bonds.
Is that right?
Right.
Well, you certainly traveled with him for some time. But listen, I'm having Steelbelly taken care of.
Or
What about the scepter?
last I knew,
We
Let-
I
haven't
know you
seen
talked.
any scepter.
I know you talked with Anya about it.
what do you mean?
Well, that night that me and you met, Sir Monk, we had quite the cordial conversation. I expected to see you the next day, ready to sign up and offer your assistance to the Silver Order.
Just because I'm not part of the Silver Order doesn't mean we're not having similar goals. Sometimes groups can weigh things down, bylaws and
That's
such.
fair enough. If that's the case, then perhaps you'd be willing to offer up any information you know about the Chapel of St. Brenna. Appeared like it was pillaged, ransacked.
Let's see the
And
chapel.
why do we owe you? I want to step forward, and I just want to say, why do we owe you any explanation? What jurisdiction do you have over us?
The sacred flame is at my back and at my sword, young man. Now, your sister Anya has shown me nothing but kindness, and you seemed a pretty all right guy when I met you. I'm doing this for her sake. She'll be inconsolable if she finds her one and only kin, only for something to turn up happening to him.
I
Well, that's
don't think she'll
threatening.
ever have to worry about something like that, but also, I don't know if you should quite draw us together. Yes, we are kin, but we've also been estranged, something that the Sacred Flame did when they separated us, telling me that she was dead. As a child, that was an interesting thing to be told. Was
So
that
you
something
just
that you knights do frequently?
listen. I don't know anything about it. As far as I can tell, talking with her, she was an orphan. She got adopted. You know,
Oh,
happens all the time. Ask the
well,
Amethyst Academy.
that's a nice story.
Let's stick to the point.
Right.
I'm going to interject.
Go
Amethyst
for it.
Academy, Thunder Gauntlets onto Sir Virgil.
Oh,
Okay. You're okay. You're gonna attack Sir Virgil.
Yep.